I grew up in Highland Park, um, and growing up in Highland Park, my whole family's dad's side were involved in gangs. So I seen myself was dead in a wheelchair in prison. That's literally what I saw myself. And growing up, I always had the desire of being an actor. I'm like, how do I become an actor? I want to be an actor. As I started growing, I got involved in gangs at 10 years old, and when I joined the gang, I ended up doing some mistakes that caused me to go inside juvenile hall. And when I went inside juvenile hall, it was an experience that I didn't wish for anyone. People are locked in a cell and they can't really do so much. You just either read a book or you do push-ups. For me, I feel that wasn't healthy. I wanted to learn stuff. I mean, teach me about being a lawyer, teach me about being a doctor, teach me something. I want to learn, being in that environment, you want to learn, you just want to look at and count at walls. I was in juvenile hall for almost a year and a half, and I got transferred to Camp David Gonzalez, which is a camp in Calabasas, where Kim Kardashian lived, right, at the time. So when I went there, I saw this program that they're offering called The Unusual Suspects. It was something that I really wanted to do. It was actually a program that taught acting, that was a program that was going to teach you it. So I decided to join it. So when I started going to the classes, the first week, 2 weeks was like introducing ourselves. And when you go inside juvenile hall, there's this, when you grow up in a gang mentality, there's this vibe that you shouldn't talk to different race or different culture. But when you bring them all together, you just see there's no judgment, there's no race, there's just the humankind. And something that I enjoyed, I didn't feel judged when I went there. So as I started going to the program, I started feeling comfortable. And then after the second week, they said that we were gonna have composition books and we're all gonna write our stories. So I was like, oh, we're gonna write something about ourselves. At least someone can hear us, someone can hear our voices. Then they said that we were gonna perform it. So I said, what? We're gonna perform it. So I remember going through the whole rehearsals, getting ready, and we performed it. And I think that was something, the best experience I could have had, because it's something that motivated me, something that kept me on a spark. When you're inside there, you feel dark. There's people that are fighting life. There are kids that are just knowing that they're never gonna get out. And when you have a little spark of motivation, it keeps you alive, and I think that's what it did for me. It kept me alive. When you're in this society, in this world, you kind of have to have this guard up. You have to have this, you're bad, you're mean, no one's gonna mess with you. That's the face you gotta keep. But when you feel just genuinely I don't need to do that. I feel like everybody's just family, home. Mm-hmm. That's what it did for me. It made me feel comfortable. And not only comfortable, but it made me want to have the desires to do something for myself. It's so surreal to do something that you've been wanting to do all your life. And to have the opportunity to do it's like you're frozen. You're like, wow, it's happening. But at the same time, you gotta keep moving. It's so raw. It's something that I never thought I'd be doing in my life. And when I had the opportunity, it just made me feel as a human being, made me feel that I was wanted, that I was loved. And to go back and to talk to the kids was it was beautiful, It was like being in their shoes, and you can see what they've gone through, their pain, their struggle. And I feel you can't judge a kid like that. You just can't. All you can do is try to listen to him and give him the best guidance of what you can. And that means a lot. I mean, at that age, when I was at that age, I just someone listening to me felt so good. Being in that environment, there's these ups and downs, where people don't listen. People, you have to use the restroom, they just pass by, and it's no one's paying attention. But when you feel that attention, and especially coming from someone that has just been there recently, 4 or 5 years ago, it makes them wow, he changed his life, I can do that as well. You do have those kids that are very shy about it, and they come in they won't talk to you, they won't look at you or nothing like that. You have those kids, but when they join this program, it's interesting because they might not become the #1 actor, but they become alive. It's you see the transition, it's they're hugging themselves, and then you just see their arms spread and say, I'm here with you guys. And that's amazing because like to see a lot of kids in those ways of being depressed, it makes you like wow, I want him to smile a little bit like how I'm smiling. So if you can change that mentality, the only way I see it changing is through programs that are coming inside the facilities, art programs, music, dancing, poetry, because everybody likes something. And that keeps them in peace, believe it or not.